your first big interview.
Yeah.
So how does it feel just doing this in front of your dad?
Well, if you don't know, I'm very like family oriented, so to do it with my family here, that just mean a lot to me. Just to be here, period, back home and, in the world. So.
And if you had to tell the people like one thing, like what's the thing you want to tell people the most? Like with your message, with your music, with everything you're doing.
No matter how you get knocked down, you always could get back up. I don't care what it is. From the worst of the worst, like when people count you out, it ain't gotta be just necessarily jail or anything. Anything you do, like from family members hurting you to anything, and you always could shake back from it. I don't care what it is. So you gonna always know through my music and through the positivity that I bring that, it's always love. You gotta stay humble, In my case, you just wanna show everybody that it's always a comeback, And most definitely you always gotta put God first though. That's the main thing. And just because you was at the bottom of the totem pole, you always could get back up, and you always could shake back and be whatever you want to be. And I'm gonna let people know that you could be a business owner and have nothing. You got to start somewhere. It's like when you started crawling, you had to start somewhere, but it's gonna start from the ground up, and it's better when you build from ground up because. If anything, yeah, most definitely. And if anything ever happens, if you ever fall off, you gonna know how to react when it's you always can rebuild. Other than somebody who just had it given to them, that's my message.
Talk about your project and why you chose Carcel about it.
So I'm doing a project on the misrepresentation of African Americans in the media, and I chose Carcel because I noticed after doing some research that whenever he was first charged, they plastered his mugshot everywhere, but after he was found innocent, they only used a stock image of a courtroom, and it was by the same company, NOLA.com, and that's just an example of the injustice that black, especially black men, deal with in the media every day to create a narrative that there are criminals, there are bad people, they don't do any good in the community, and they just cause nothing but trouble. So this documentary, basically, I will be interviewing someone to represent the media, which I have a news anchor. I'll be interviewing Carcel to represent the misrepresented, and then I'll be interviewing a viewer of the media. Is this mine? A viewer of the media that watches the media every day. So I have all parties involved.
Tory Tour.
Yeah, now I know you do music. I do music too.
Yeah, most definitely. It's gonna be major. One hand on watch God.
All right, so let me see. Look at me. Let me see how this looks. So I'm probably gonna stand right here and you just look at me the whole time.
Okay.
Look at the camera.
Okay.
So say your name and spell it out.
My name is Carcel, CARLSEL, Alexander, ALEXANDER.
Just doing a little test to make sure everything sounds good.
Yeah, see how I look, because I was playing basketball and they bust my lip, so make sure that ain't
No, it looks good.
Make sure it don't look bad on that camera. Gotta look good for the people now.
Yeah, so ain't this side.
That's both sides, but
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a good shot. Do you think the media targets black people?
Yes, I think the media targets black people because, in my opinion, you see how they will do certain things to show people that what they want to see. Like they don't show the full story. They just put what they want to put out. So the media, they have a big effect on it. Like, if they knew the whole story, then they could put, oh, well, this is what happened, and this is what led to this. But they put really the first story they see, and the first story you see is always gonna come from the opposite side, and the opposite side is against you already. So,
Okay. Have you ever felt personally attacked by the media?
I have felt personally attacked. When I went to jail, when I got arrested, the first thing they did was put 1,000 different stories online, saying that I this and that, you know. And honestly, it really wasn't. It could have went another way instead of how they did it. You know what I'm saying? So, personally attacked, I felt like I was personally attacked.
How did it make you feel whenever you saw your mugshot plastered all over the news?
Well, how I feel when I see my mugshot, I didn't really see it in the beginning, you know, until, because I got arrested in Houston, and then they extradited me to New Orleans. So I ain't never seen my mugshot until I got to New Orleans, which was 2 weeks later. But, you know, I was on the phone and I found out, you know, people saying that, look, your name all over this, that, and other. So when I found that out, I'm like, man, like, you don't know what comes behind stuff like this, you know, especially the charge that I was charged with, you know, people, family. Then I'm in a whole nother city. You got to get that understood. It wasn't like this happened where I was from. This happened in a whole nother place. So I don't know who is who, you know. So it's kind of like, you're not scared, but it's like you worried. Like, you know, you don't know what might happen. And the news, like the media not making it no better, because you posting this everywhere. On the news, you posting this on social media, you posting this on every website, all news websites. But the story is not true. You know, these stories this is what they're assuming, like, but this is basically somebody writing saying, this is what I think happened, without saying this is what I think happened. You get what I'm saying? So that was probably, you know, kind of rattling.